The Journey of Ayaan, the boy who never gave up. In a small, quiet village nestled in the hills, lived a boy named Ayaan. He wasn't like the other children. Ayaan was quiet, reserved, and often kept to himself. While other boys played and laughed together, Ayaan would sit under a tree, drawing or reading, lost in his own world. His love for drawing was something no one really understood, not his family, not his friends, and certainly not his teachers. In this village, everyone believed in hard work, specifically physical work. The town's pride was in its strong, hard-working farmers, and every family expected their children to grow up and become successful by working the land. Ayaan's father was a farmer, as were his grandfathers before him. Naturally, his father expected Ayaan to follow in the family tradition. But Ayaan was different. Every time he tried to work in the fields, his heart wasn't in it. His mind would drift back to his sketchbook, imagining different worlds and characters he could bring to life through his drawings. But his father didn't understand this. Drawing doesn't feed families, he'd say. It's hard work that puts food on the table. Ayaan's father wasn't alone in this sentiment. At school, the other boys mocked Ayaan for his quiet ways and his passion for art. "You'll never be a farmer," they'd tease. "You're too weak for the fields." The more Ayaan heard these words, the more he started to believe them. Maybe they were right. Maybe he didn't belong in this village, where strength and farming were all that mattered. But deep down, a tiny voice inside him kept saying, "You are more than this." One day, as Ayaan sat by the village well sketching a picture of the mountains, an old man approached him. This was Saeed, a retired village elder who had traveled to many places in his younger days. He saw the boy's drawing and sat beside him, observing the details. "This is beautiful," Saeed said softly, startling Ayaan, who wasn't used to compliments. "You have a gift, young boy." Ayaan shrugged. "It's just drawing," he replied. "It's not important." The old man smiled, his eyes twinkling. "You know, when I was your age, I dreamed of seeing the world, but everyone told me it was impossible. They said I should stay and work in the village like everyone else. But I believed in something bigger, and you see, I did travel. I saw places and things I never imagined, all because I believed in myself, even when no one else did." Ayaan listened intently. No one had ever told him that it was okay to dream, that it was okay to be different. That night, Ayaan lay in bed, staring at the ceiling, thinking about Saeed's words. "Maybe I can be something different. Maybe I can follow my dreams." The next morning, he woke up with a newfound sense of determination. If Saeed could live his dream, so could he. But the road ahead wasn't easy. Every day, Ayaan practiced his drawing, and as time passed, his skills grew. He began sketching portraits, landscapes, and even designed intricate scenes from his imagination. However, the village continued to doubt him, especially his father. "It's time to give up this nonsense, Ayaan," his father said one evening. "Drawing won't give you a future." But Ayaan refused to let go of his passion. He started sending his drawings to competitions in nearby cities, hoping to find recognition. Months passed without any response, and doubt began to creep into his mind. "Maybe everyone was right," he thought. "Maybe I'm not good enough." Just as he was about to give up, a letter arrived. It was from a renowned art school in the city. They had seen his work in a regional competition and were impressed. They offered him a scholarship to study art with some of the best teachers in the country. Ayaan could hardly believe his eyes. This was his chance to prove everyone wrong, to show that his passion was not a waste of time. But the hardest part was yet to come, convincing his father. When Ayaan approached him with the letter, his father's face darkened. "So, you want to leave us for this? For something that doesn't even matter?" Ayaan took a deep breath and stood tall. It matters to me, Father. I believe in myself, even if no one else does. I have to follow this dream." There was a long, tense silence. His father didn't say a word, but the next morning, Ayaan found a small bag packed for him by the door. It wasn't much, but it was his father's way of showing silent support. With a mixture of fear and excitement, Ayaan left his village for the big city. At the art school, Ayaan faced challenges like never before. The other students came from wealthy backgrounds and had received formal training all their lives. He felt out of place, but every time self-doubt crept in, he remembered Saeed's words and his own inner voice. "I believe in myself. I belong here." Years passed, and Ayaan's skills continued to grow. His hard work paid off, and soon, his art began to be noticed in exhibitions and galleries. What started as a small dream grew into something much bigger. His paintings, full of emotion and imagination, began to sell for high prices, and he became a well-known artist. One day, Ayaan returned to his village. The same boy who had once been mocked for his art was now a success. His father, now older and wiser, greeted him with pride in his eyes. "I was wrong," his father said quietly. "You proved to us all that belief in oneself is stronger than anything." Ayaan smiled. It wasn't about proving anyone wrong. It was about proving to himself that he could be more. He had always been the underdog, but through self-belief, determination, and passion, he had triumphed. Morale: the story of Ayaan teaches us that no matter how many people doubt us or try to limit our dreams, the power of self-belief can overcome any obstacle. Often, the journey is difficult, but those who trust in their potential, even when no one else does, are the ones who achieve greatness.